he showed up.
We back. All right. We had to let our sponsors do some stuff, but we're back.
Exactly.
JK, shotgun shotty, as he's doing on the court.
JK got a little JK spray. That's what I'm gonna call him.
Yeah,
he can shoot that
just
thing.
If you just
he didn't want to give my man Mike Bibby no love for mid range. And you're a mid range guy. That's why.
That's for yeah. I mean, I still I love Jason Williams though. Jason and C Webb, that connection was.
We're talking about the last episode, ladies and gentlemen.
So
you can check that out. Yeah.
So question.
The bone collector's in the back. Like,
what would you do if you seen, or if you were one of these people right here that was getting worked? If somebody did that to me, we squaring up.
Yeah.
That's just what it is.
Yeah.
You want to come see these hands, because you're not going to just do me like that. I'm like my man. What's the dude on Instagram? What's his name? Fabulous.
Famous
Los. I'm like him. Nah, son.
Hey, don't
straight up square up. But thinking
Yeah.
about that, and obviously that was an era in which where the street ball game was really commercialized, and ESPN and Mountain Dew and everybody did a little tour with them. But think about today's game. Who is that guard that is like hyper shifty like that, and that you would say that's a tough cover?
Well, I mean, it depends on if you're talking about right. So this is how I break it down. Right and left, I would say Kyrie. Up and down, I would say Steph, because Steph, you don't know if you're gonna have to jump,
right,
or what, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And but as far as shifting you right and left, Kyrie, he will have you all over the place.
So I'm gonna throw a player out from north south then. So you say right when you say right left, I get that, and when you say up down, that's more so just making sure you are a level.
Yeah. You don't.
I'm gonna just say straight downhill. I'm gonna say Ish Smith.
Ooh, I like Ish.
Because I'm talking about like just
he's gone.
He's
gone. John Wall.
John Wall. Gone. And he's big.
Yeah, he's big. Shout out to John Raleigh, baby. Shout out to John Raleigh.
Send us some shoes.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah.
We can't forget Russell Westbrook.
Oh yeah.
You can't forget him.
I mean, he.
Spoiler alert.
He's
going to be the 2017 MVP. You heard it today. You heard it here first.
His Euro is just like, he can leave you with a Euro. And outside of Dwayne Wade, I really not saying. Mono.
Yeah.
Ginobili.
I don't know. I like Harden's Euro was nice too.
Oh yeah, Harden.
Because Harden hits you with the Euro, and he's like, "Oh, come on, this foul. I'm gonna get it somewhere." And you like, that's how you get.
He's just trying to find you. He's just trying. We're not telling your secrets, Harden. Everybody knows. Now.
They all watch the game.
Yeah. So, what do we think about solid shot versus Shottracker? I know, for those of you who don't know,
give the people what they need.
Solid shot has 4 sensors in your shooting sleeve, and basically it tracks, your everything from when you start to your release. And basically they're trying to help you with everything with your mechanics, making sure your mechanics are right and everything like that.
For the old school people out there, that's what we used to call beef. The bend, eyes, elbow, follow through.
Yeah, so exactly.
It just helps with the arm portion of beef. So that's for y'all old heads.
Yeah.
But and Shottracker is more so. If I'm not mistaken, it's a wearable technology where you put on the wrist, and there's a sensor in it. You put a sensor in the rim. You put a sensor anywhere else that you want. And this thing
actually no, you're talking, you're getting to the other one. It's just sensor on the wrist and sensor on the goal.
Sensor wrist, sensor goal.
That's for the first.
That's
and then there's a team. There's a team shot tracker. There's an individual shot tracker. You're talking about the individual shot tracker.
Shot tracker's next level.
Yeah,
clearly. But yes. So they're actually. I don't when you think about it, I don't say it's a versus. I just look at it as these are some technologies that are applicable to tracking your game and making your game better from a numbers perspective. I think that's actually great for all levels. One thing that if you look at, and this is another topic of discussion later, we'll get to this later. If you look at the game, especially now that we're in the Olympics now, you're realizing that these players that we're starting to face across the world, they can shoot. they understand it. So we're gonna have to become better shooters. We're gonna have to break down some of these mechanics, and I think that these are two platforms that will help us do that. So
yeah. I was actually, while he was talking, I was pulling up Shottracker. Solidshot, and it really just looks like a sleeve,
mm-hmm.
like honestly, like your playing sleeve, and you may even be able to, if they can, like the sensors look a little bulky.
Yeah, they need to kind of slim that down some.
Yeah.
But it's actually even to the point where it looks like they have a palm sensor, so it can actually read. If you are palming the ball, because it goes a little bit. It kind of looks like one of the little arm sleeves that Russell Westbrook wears mm-hmm. on game day. But then they got the little bit of something that wraps around the hand,
and it shows your angle. The crazy thing is on your phone, it'll show the angle of exactly where your elbow and everything, where your release point is. So I guess after a while you'll be able to see if you're shooting at the right angle, which is it could be some really cool stuff for us to focus on.
And they got an endorsement from Rick Barry.
Yeah, who the legend,
Rick Barry.
But yeah, so that'll bring us also, and this is like he said, it's not really a versus. It's more so kind of compare and contrast the differences, because I feel like Shottracker may revolutionize things with their team product, which is a sensor in your shoe, a sensor in the ball, and a sensor in the rafters. Actually, these are my guys. Davion and Bruce did a little bit of work with them. Shout out to you guys for being out there in the Final Four, having a good time. It was pretty cool. But yeah, these sensors literally will track everything, data and analytics throughout the court. So your shooting percentages for each player, where they shoot at on the court. You know how they have those little things for Steph Curry, to where it's like, oh yeah, he shoots 70, something crazy from the left corner or whatever.
Yeah. So
they'll be able to do that for high schools and colleges, which is gonna really change the game.
Right. Especially those. I just think about the application when you say, okay, if you can get a sensor in the shoe, you can get a sensor in the ball too.
Yep.
You get a sensor in the ball, and then I'm already on a gun shooting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm over here I'm a data crunching to I gotta get my data right. If I don't make all conference, I am mad.
Yeah,
it's a different game.
Yeah, it's time for you to step up, because there's and like for coaches, it'll help them a lot. Like, listen, we're gonna run this play. Like, think about it. If you as a coach, if you can tell your best shooter to come off this screen, and in that specific area he's shooting an exceptional percentage.
Right. Let's say if he's shooting, because what's the conversion to translate? Let's throw it out there. If he shoots at least 80% in the drill, he's probably shooting close to 50.
Yeah,
in the game.
Exactly. And then maybe hopefully this will get to the game time. Mm-hmm. If it gets to the game time, then we'll really it almost be like wearing a, when they shout out to Dellavedova for trying to sneak the wearable tech out, because that's what we would love to get, that data.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so that brings us to the next topic. LeBron James. Actually, we forgot to do our little rapid fires in between.
Oh, okay. Okay, LeBron. Okay. I seen this today. Who's the better? Because Melo just passed LeBron as the all-time lead scorer. But who's the better Olympian? As far as impact of team, Carmelo or LeBron on the Olympic team?
The thing is, I'm not a fan of Melo really as a team player in NBA.
Okay.
But I'm a fan of him as a player, but not as a team player. But I'm a fan of him all around in USA, because I think that he plays exceptional.
His game translates a lot better in the FIBA.
It's almost like he's an international.
Yeah, he's almost like he's a better international player than he is actually a NBA player, and that's weird to say because he is he's going to be a Hall of Famer.
Or maybe he needs a coach similar to a Coach K that's going to make him move the ball, because he's a ball stop. He's a ball stop. Yeah, but that was a great one. Man. But yeah, so LeBron, we're trying to figure out if this guy's getting he's probably gonna be the highest paid player, right?
This year. Yeah, he will.
This year he's the highest paid player.
Just slightly beat Mike Conley by like 2 or 3 million.
Which is crazy. Which is insane.
Crazy.
But we're trying to figure out what are the Cavs going to do to combat KD and the Warriors. Do they have to do anything? Is LeBron being paid too much and Kyrie being paid and Tristan Thompson being paid too much? Not to mention, everybody else they have on the team.
Mm-hmm.
Are they going to be able to go out and get some pieces if they need to in the middle of the season if the Warriors are undefeated, basically?
Well, I look at it like this. You have, okay, let's say they're going to get the deal done with JR.
Mm-hmm.
The JR is represented by Clutch Sports, and Clutch Sports is LeBron James's company.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to get done. You still have the option to do something with Kevin Love if you really need to.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Kevin Love should find his groove this year, but he's always that caveat that still can be out there dangled if, let's say, Boston wants to pull the trigger and do something.
Mm-hmm.
Because then you can play that different type of basketball. Slide LeBron at that 3-4.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I don't know. But I think right now they're built, they're built to dominate the East, but I will say that I don't think that they can overlook some of their Eastern Conference foes because a lot of teams got better. More importantly, a lot of people got better than a lot of people don't talk about is how well Indiana just got, how good Indiana got. Because Indiana got Jeff Teague.
Yep.
Indiana also got Al Jefferson.
Yeah.
So they're going to be a team to deal with. And then Paul George is back at his elite level. You got to deal with Indiana.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. And then the Spurs adding Gasol.
Spurs losing Duncan, adding Gasol.
Yeah, they may have. Basically, you're getting almost a Duncan-esque type of player.
Duncan-esque player who fills that same role, but still has a little bit more savviness. He can still give you some big nights on production.
Yeah. And he's a presence shot blocker.
And I think LaMarcus Aldridge will have a better year because that was his first year in the Popovich system.
But at the end of the day, I thought this was funny. You see what KD left in comparison to what LeBron left.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, that guy's an animal. This guy Westbrook is an animal.
So here's the thing that people don't. I always look like this. Oklahoma City's backcourt might be one of the most explosive backcourts. They'll be in that conversation now as like one of those dangerous backcourts because you got Portland's backcourt. You got Steph and Clay.
Yep.
But then defensively, that backcourt with KD and Oladipo, they'll pick you up 94.
Oh yeah.
Who wants to deal with that? And then Russell's gonna get his.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I like what they did. I like these moves. The NBA is getting it's shaking up a little bit, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun roller. Everybody thinks the Warriors are gonna walk in. Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be a tough grind for them guys.
They got a lot of pressure.
Yeah, they got a lot of pressure. On to the next one.
Okay.
Courtside Xperience or anything else? That's what I need to know right now. Or no, any other virtual reality platforms out there right now, or Courtside Xperience.
Courtside Xperience.
My man.
Yeah.
My man. So
be on the lookout.
Yeah. These right here is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
These
virtual reality headsets.
Yeah, these guys.
It's the next generation. Guys. Next generation of trying to experience your sports entertainment.
Yep. So as you can see by the picture behind us, these guys are not trying to make it too cool for us to really talk about virtual reality,
but it's pretty cool.
Yeah, but it's some cool stuff to it. I mean, so this brings us to the Olympics. You see us repping USA baby, and virtual reality is used to train, and it's also used for fans, and it's also used for a bunch of different things. Education is one thing that they're actually doing in Rio. I actually saw one player, a lady I met, a pretty cool lady. She's a rugby player for the Brazilian team.
Okay.
And she actually works out at the Y. That's when me and JK met at downtown
YMCA,
Y.
Downtown Y.
We used to ball a little bit.
Yeah, back when I had game.
But she literally had the Samsung Gear VRs. Shout out to them for helping us out with our last event.
Okay. Well, she had one while she was.
No, so they were at like a location in Rio.
Okay.
And it was basically what it was a roller coaster.
Mm-hmm.
So they were sitting in the seats and they had just imagine they had the Gear VRs on, and it was supposed to be like in 4D. So they were moving around like this. In the roller coaster, like the seats were moving, and it felt like they were actually in a roller coaster.
Kind of like the old. So, you young kids may not remember this, but there was a point in time when you used to go to the mall, and then when you went to the mall, you would ask your parents, "Hey, could you give me $1.50 or something?" There's like this simulation machine, and you would get in the machine, and it would make you feel like you're on a ride, and it would do all this crazy stuff, but then you're just inside this box. But now that's what these VR headsets let you do just with the headset and your phone. Remarkable.
Yeah. Pretty cool stuff. So the Courtside Xperience, what we're looking to do is literally like bring them to the game. So it's interesting enough, we haven't gotten to that point yet to where you're able to sit courtside and really be able to experience that. We were hoping that was gonna be with this when we initially launched, but it's delayed and it's also not live quite yet. But it's coming, ladies and gentlemen. It's coming.
With the advancements of technology, so the early adaptation, you're gonna have your kinks, but we see the positive momentum with VR, especially with sports, is going to be really interesting, and you better keep on the lookout because we got some stuff coming.
Yep. And on another note, what's going on with is it that the international teams are getting better, or is it that us as a USA squad is not as good as what we normally be? We don't have the Chris Paul, who's a great leader. Kyrie's a hell of a point guard, but Chris Paul is a leader, and then you have LeBron James, who didn't play, Steph Curry didn't play. So what, do you think that is the issue, or do you think it's more to it than that?
What medal did we lost and we took the bronze one year, right? And that's when they did the whole.
That was when they had Allen Iverson,
young Carmelo, young. So from that time on, the whole USA basketball program, they became a program and they have this pipeline. What's going to happen, I think, is it's just a matter of attrition. This is what you see now in the span of these years from '92 on, is just the fact that the world is catching up with the basketball talent that we have, and it's not that it's talent that they're catching up. Their chemistry is better. So put it to you like this: I'm about to name some former NBA players or current too. Andres Nocioni, Carlos Delfino, Ginobili, Luis Scola. Those four guys have played in the NBA at a certain point in time, right? They've how long do you think they played together?
Oh, for the national team, probably since they've been like kids.
22 years.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So if you play, if me and you played together for 22 years, I know what you can do. I know your chemistry. I know everything in that regard. So it's the way we structure our basketball program is just different.
And they play in a lot more tournaments.
They play a lot more tournaments, but they play together in that regard. So think of Australia and what they have right now, and that game that they played. Their two prodigies haven't even played yet. Dante Exum, Ben Simmons. Those are their other two prodigies. Those are their young lions in the weight.
Interesting.
When they play, by the time they get to that point they're playing, they're gonna be good. Think of Canada. Canada's
they got some squad. They got some young boys. They got some young boys.
Canada's gonna be looking at us like, what's up? So it's just a matter of, I think the USA has to really take it serious in the sense of, all right, we're going to commit, and we've done a better job since that whole redeem team, all that stuff. But it's just a level of commitment that you're gonna have to have. and that's just what these other programs, other countries, other programs do, and we don't. We're just good because we have the greatest athletes.
Do you think we'll ever get to that club type of deal to where
once we take a loss?
Yeah, but almost, yeah, because that's the thing. Like their players are being bred by professionals all year long, where we separate everything.
We put some guys together.
Yeah, we separate everything, and if you're a high school player, and you're able to touch Ginobili if you're a good high school player and you're up there, it's kind of almost like Steph Curry.
Well,
right?
I think the USA does have that program, that pipeline program. So like the young guys, so the guys who worked out USA,
but it's not every day though. It's not
right. It's not every day.
Yeah.
It's not.
They do it the whole year round, like with that actual club team.
I think until we gotta take a loss.
Yeah.
A loss. Yeah. A 10-point loss. We're down 15. Cut it to 8. Had to foul. Lose by 10. Like that's the scenario. They're like, yo, we just got beat. We need to do something about that.
Yeah. So rapid fire it up real fast. Bruce Lee or Jackie Chan.
Bruce Lee.
All right, Jackie Chan or Jet Li. That was too easy.
Jet Li.
All right, I can dig it. You got something for me?
Yeah, I got you. Okay. Complimentary players. Who's a better complimentary player? Obviously, if you look at great teams, we'll take Chicago and Detroit. Who's a better complimentary player? Joe Dumars or Scottie Pippen?
Oh man, I'm gonna have to say Scottie, just because I think Scottie had a lot more to him than what he gave him, than what he showed, and especially in that time frame where Jordan was out, he still got him to the playoffs and still got him to the second round or whatever, and we just didn't get to see Joe do that, but. Joe was a hell of a player himself as well, but yeah, I would have to go with Scottie. But yeah, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. If you have any questions for JK or myself, please ask below. And yeah, any ideas that you have, anything you want us to cover, let us know that as well.
And you let us know who do you like between Jet Li and Jackie Chan, because.
We're gonna do a conscious section one day about this and how he changed hip hop. Bruce Lee. So
shout out to the master.
Yeah, we always keep this book around. The wisdom for daily living.
Striking thoughts. Yeah. So it's a great book as well. But we'll be back soon, and yeah. We did it again.
Yeah,
knocked it out the park.
It was a pleasure.
Oh, as always, sir.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Y'all be classy.